Aquí grabando con la cámara de Ethan, con la GoPro. Ethan, un saludo a la cámara. Andre, un saludo a la cámara de Ethan. ¡Oli! Mallory, un saludo a la cámara. Vino tarde, jamás parida. Eso, ahora yo.
Qué chimba, ¿no?
Marica, y tiene hasta de frente y todo. Qué chimba.
Alright, what's up everyone? I'm at Expo Fitness, Medellin, Colombia. I just competed in Revolution Games, so right now I'm just gonna make a short video. I want to talk about why competition matters, why it's important to challenge yourself, because I've learned a lot from competing the last year or so, and obviously I used to do a lot of sports growing up and stuff too, and so I've always found a lot of value in pushing myself to going to the next level and putting myself in environments that demand me to be better. So this is my second year at CrossFit right now, and it's hard, it's super hard. You gotta be very good at Olympic lifting, gymnastics, good with the dumbbells, crazy cardio, endurance, like everything. Mobility, flexibility, shoulder health, you gotta be healthy, and you gotta have this crazy, strong mental mindset. You gotta be tough. So it's really a challenge. So every time you go and compete, you have to be prepared. You gotta you can't be sad, you can't be anxious, you can't be worried. You're gonna be a little anxious, but you have to remember that you can only control what you have in front of yourself. And that's the cool thing that I like about competition in general, is you learn how to understand that your internal state, your internal environment is all you can control. And when you control that effectively, you're able to perform way better, and you're able to respond to challenges that come way easier. And so it's really good to compete whenever you can and know how to prepare yourself. So you're gonna want to, prepare yourself. You're gonna want to learn how to meditate. You're gonna want to learn how to eat correctly. You want to learn how to get good sleep, and really work on your emotional health too. Because when you're really caught up in stuff mentally, if you're thinking about stuff that happened with girls, or if you're thinking about stuff that happened at work, or you're thinking about stuff that happened 10 years ago, it's just you're gonna be so distracted, you're gonna perform way worse. And it's a good example of what we do every day in the rest of our lives. Of course, athletic competition is a great example. It's a minuscule example, but very intensely minuscule example of what life is like, because it's you have all this pressure, tension, people are watching. They're like, what are you doing? Are you gonna do it good? Are you gonna work hard? Are you gonna give up? Are you gonna do your best? That type of thing. And so I think that's the really beautiful thing about competition, is that it shows you this is what life is about, This is what life is about, and that's why people pay millions of dollars to watch NFL players and soccer players play, because when you watch guys put it on the line hard as fuck on the world stage where everybody's on TV, everybody's watching, it's an example of how to live your life, because in life you're gonna do some really hard shit, and maybe you're not on TV, but what those guys are going through, where millions of people are watching them, is very similar to what you're doing throughout the entire scale of your life. So are you gonna show up and give more effort? Are you gonna be lazy? Are you gonna not care about your mental health? Are you not gonna put yourself in the right mindset to perform? Are you not gonna take care of your body, your mind? It's like that. So that's the cool thing about these athletic competitions, is it's exactly that. So if you're new to working out, or if you're not doing anything competitively, physically, I would highly recommend it, because that physical and mental combination is unreal. Because we know mental competitions are great too. If you can be out there and you can be in a chess game or something, right? Or a card game, those are really good too. I recommend obviously doing that. I think people that play poker, I highly commend that. It's impressive to be playing poker at a high level. And same thing with chess, It's a very good example of how life works. You have to learn how to gauge the table, see how they're playing. You got to do your best. You got to think smart, think fast. And so, but when you combine these mental challenges with physical challenges like MMA or CrossFit or basketball or football or soccer or whatever, it's just it's unreal, because you have to be so dialed in. It's peak performance of humanity. And so it's a very beautiful thing to take place, like participate in, obviously it's really cool to watch, but to participate in it is unreal. It's like really hard to explain what it's like, because you can't really, a lot of times you're not even talking, you're not even communicating with what's going on in an event. You're moving and reacting. So it's super, super cool. So I recommend, if you're not doing something competitive, start doing it now. And so that's my final message of this video. If you're not doing something competitive, just do it. Go ahead, like, even if you're not doing it at the highest level, like, who cares? Do it at like a smaller level, because guess what? You're going to keep getting better. And it's not a big deal if you don't make it to the NFL or whatever. It's just like, that's not what it's all about. Obviously it's cool for those guys because they make millions of dollars if they make it to the NFL or the NBA. And that's pretty sick, but that's a very small percentage of the population. And that doesn't mean that the other 99.99% of the population should not be challenging themselves competitively and doing things that are difficult to get better. Because when you keep getting better at things, like in sports, you just start getting better in business. You start getting better psychologically, mentally, emotionally, with your family. You just have to. And so it's just like, it's kind of like a no-brainer. So thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe. EXPOFITNESS. Competition is awesome. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Just do it like Nike says, you know. Follow me. I'm on Instagram at EthanEtchart, okay? TikTok, EthanEtchart Fitness. Give me some likes and follows. We're growing this brand this year. Let's go. Big year.